So my question has to do with the provincial, the Attorney General's lawyers made this argument on a Wednesday, and I remember it well because the bailiff had to tell quite a few of us to wake up. Remember that? This was the one argument that was frightening, and it was repeated by Dean Fortin in the media just, I think, yesterday. And the argument is that it's not the place for the courts to tell our elected representatives how to obey human rights legislation. It's the responsibility of the electorate. And I've heard the term activist judge thrown at poor Madam Justice Ross, so I just wonder if you might address that.
One of the things that we said to the judge is, she doesn't have a lot of precedent because all the reasons why we talked about before, that it's hard to get these matters before the courts when you're dealing with people who have very little money. And there just isn't any body of law that obviously addresses these things. So when somebody does something new, it tends to be seen as activist. The charter, the Constitution, is usually interpreted in the context of cases that are very often brought by corporate entities. And so the rights that end up getting litigated are a very different kind of rights than are at issue here. So I think that when she recognized the very important dignity and security rights of people living on the street, she was doing something that hadn't been done before. And it did take people by surprise. It shouldn't have, but it did. And I think that's why people responded like that. We were just not used to having judges actually listen to homeless people.